this is primarily a gaming comedy channel, but I do like to throw my other interests out there, and as you know, I'm a huge fan of mead. Now, alcohol in general, not so much. I really just like mead and a few other things. And I'm always trying to find that perfect mead. Now, I've said before, I had a neighbor who made his own mead. It's not the first I ever had, but it was easily the best, and I've always been trying to find something that comes close to capturing that, because it really was just honey and yeast, and you just tasted the honey, and nothing I've ever bought from a store or a meadery really came close to that. Now, I've talked about Solu, and they're phenomenal. And I also did that tastings of those ones from Montana, that Hidden Legends mead, and those are both great too, but they didn't quite hit the mark. Now, there's one that I would like to talk about called Chaucer's mead, which I need to get some again. That was pretty good too, but all these have been pretty good. And well, Solu's been pretty much my favorite and my go-to, and local. I have a little bit of a story. I'm going off on a tangent, I know. So, I told you all about the death of my family about a month ago. I went to the funeral, and on my way back, I was going to stop at Solu. But it was getting late. Even though they were open, I was like, well, I could really use some mead right now. I kind of just want to get buzzed. I'm not a let's get drunk guy, but I definitely needed that buzz after this day, being at the funeral, and it being a funeral for an infant and all that. Just seeing the way it really messed up the rest of my family, especially my nephew, I just needed something to take that edge off. So I was going to stop at Solu, and I thought, it's getting late. This is out in the middle of nowhere. It's deer country. Yeah, I got to go right by Solu, but it's too much of a detour. I really want to get home before the sun goes down. So there's a liquor store by my house, and they have a lot of different meads, honey wines, whatever you want to call them. So I was like, I'll just go there, and if nothing else, I'll just get a bottle of White Winter Sweet, because that's the first I've ever had, and it's good stuff. It's not quite what I've been looking for all these years, but it's good. That'll do, you know? White Winter's kind of my go-to if I can't get anything else. It's readily available in Wisconsin. I don't know about anywhere else, but it's definitely worth checking out. So I stopped there, and I'm looking, and they have all these other meads. I thought, you know what? Tonight I really don't care, because I'm a creature of habit. I really kind of gravitate towards Solu's traditional mead, because that's what I like, and I know I like it, and I don't really want to spend money on something else and then hate it. But this time I was like, I don't care. So tonight's the night to be adventurous. I bought 2 bottles of mead. One was from Poland. It was a raspberry mead of all things. I figured I might as well try something a little bit different, and it was phenomenal, and I'm going to do a review of that at another point in time. I do have another bottle of that in the house. But the other one was just a traditional honey mead, like I love, just honey and yeast. And it was a cheap one. It was like maybe $10 for the bottle, and I've got it right here. New World Camelot Mead. This is made by Oliver Winery out of Bloomington, Indiana. And so it's got this nice golden texture to it. But you might think for, $10, especially with my experience, it's probably nothing special. I was expecting something like Chaucer's mead, like I said before. It's good, it'll do the trick. This stuff blew me away. This is as close to that homemade mead that I had as I've ever found that I've been able to buy in a store. It's phenomenal. If you want to try mead, and I mean mead, and you expect it to taste like honey and not wine, this is what you want. You've got to find it. Like I said, it's from Indiana. I found it up here in Wisconsin. Hopefully you can find it locally. If not, they do have a website, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm looking at the bottle. I don't see one labeled here, but it's Oliver Mead, Bloomington, Indiana. Check them out if you really want to try. This is the one. And the fact that I could buy it just up the street here, this is probably going to be my go-to as long as they keep it in stock. But anyway, they got this nice little thing on the back. Old World Liberation, New World Perfection, Subtle and Sublime. I love reading the stuff they put on these bottles, but that perfectly describes this. It is subtle and it is sublime. This stuff is phenomenal. Let's try and get a nice look at the label there. So we're going to open this up. Right, we've got our nice little corkscrew and our nice glass here. Ooh, it's still dirty there. Wonder how that happened. It doesn't look like it's going to affect anything. We're going to go ahead and open this up now. We're going to pour a glass. Yeah. Alright. So this is Camelot Mead from Oliver Winery. I know I said that before, but I really want to get it across. And just look at that golden hue. It's so smooth. I mean, It's mead. It's made from honey, but that there truly is the nectar of the gods. It does have that perfect honey aroma with that little bit of hint of alcohol, but not quite as overbearing as so many other meads have. So we're gonna go ahead and have us a drink of this. And it is just smooth, honey perfection. I love this. I'm going to continue to buy this. Much as I love Solo and it being a local place, and I will continue to buy Solo, especially like their ginger root mead, which I really need to do a review of, and their blueberry is fantastic. I did the blueberry, I believe, already. I need to do their ginger root. I need to do more there, but as far as just a plain honey mead, just honey, yeast, whatever, none of this extra spices and flavors or whatever, you absolutely cannot go wrong with this New World Camelot Honey Mead from Oliver Winery of Bloomington, Indiana. Not Illinois, sorry. Bloomington, Indiana. It's phenomenal, and I love it. And it was definitely the best, just kind of a purchase on a whim I've ever made. So, till then, drink up, my friends.